There's something many kind people never realize. They believe people love them. But sometimes, people simply get used to them. Used to the fact that you always say yes. They get used to the fact that you always help, always listen, always show up, always sacrifice. And one day, when you stop doing that, you begin to see something strange. Some people disappear, but the ones who stay are the ones who truly care. This is the story of a man named Elias, and the day he decided to stop being the nicest person in the room. Elias lived in a small town near the sea. He wasn't famous. He wasn't wealthy. There was nothing particularly extraordinary about him. But if you asked almost anyone in that town one question, "Who do you call when you need help?" many of them would give the same answer: Elias. If someone needed help moving houses, their car fixed, someone to watch their kids, or a little money to get through the month, they called Elias, and he always gave the same answer: "Don't worry, I've got it." At first, people were grateful, but over time, gratitude slowly turned into expectation. People often said Elias was the kindest man they knew. But something strange happened over the years. No one ever asked, "Elias, are you okay?" When they saw him, they usually said, "Hey, good timing. I need your help with something." Not, "How have you been lately?" Elias didn't think much about it, because every time he helped someone, he felt useful. And feeling useful made him feel like his life mattered. Deep down, he believed something simple: if I'm always there for people, people will always be there for me. But life has a quiet way of testing beliefs like that. One winter, the company Elias worked for suddenly shut down. Within a week, he lost his job. His savings began disappearing, and the old car he depended on broke down. For the first time in years, Elias was the one who needed help, so he called a friend. The friend said, "This week is really busy." He called someone else. "I'll see what I can do." Another person said something that sounded supportive, but distant. "You're strong, Elias. You'll figure it out." And suddenly, the man everyone called when they needed help didn't know who he could call anymore. One night, Elias sat alone in his small apartment. The lights were off. His phone was in his hand. He scrolled through his contact list. Hundreds of names. But none of them felt like someone he could truly call. And for the first time in many years, he asked himself a difficult question. Do these people actually care about me? Or do they only care about what I do for them? The truth didn't arrive with anger. It didn't arrive with drama. It arrived slowly, quietly, like the moment you realized that a place you thought was home was actually just a place you were allowed to stay as long as you kept being useful. The next morning, Elias made a small decision. He would still be a kind person, but he would stop being the person who was always available. A few days later, someone called him. "Hey, Elias, can you help me move this weekend?" For the first time in years, Elias said something different. "I'm sorry. I can't help this time." There was a long pause on the phone, then a short reply. "Oh, all right." The conversation ended quickly. Over the next few weeks, Elias said no a few more times, and something strange happened. Some people simply disappeared. But one afternoon, someone knocked on his door. It was Noah, an old friend. He was holding 2 bags of groceries. Noah said, "I heard things have been rough lately." Elias looked surprised. "How did you know?" Noah shrugged and smiled. "Well, when you suddenly stop helping everyone, it usually means something is going on." They sat down and talked for hours. No one needed anything. No one asked for favors. They simply talked, like real friends do. And in that moment, Elias understood something important. The people who truly care about you are not the ones who need you the most. They are the ones who want you around, even when you have nothing to offer. There's a truth many kind people learn very late in life. If you always say yes, the world will keep asking for more. But when you begin to say, no, this time I need to take care of myself, some people will walk away. Don't be afraid of that, because the people who leave are often the ones who were only there for convenience. The people who stay are the ones who were there for you. And that's when you realize something important. You were never meant to be everyone's solution. You were meant to be a human being, a person with limits, with needs, with value. And sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is simply say, "Today, I choose myself."